And we are back at it again. Game 23, Edmonton Oilers versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Second game of the 3-game set. The beginning of this, I guess experts were saying, anyone was saying really, that Edmonton takes these 3 games, they could leapfrog the Leafs. Obviously, after game 1, Jack Campbell was in, 4-0 shutout. However, he's back to being out. He's day-to-day. They say he's not going to play this game, obviously. He doesn't play. He's not going to play Wednesday or the following game against Vancouver. So who do you call? You call Mike Hutchinson. Campbell needs his rest. They did say Anderson was skating, so that's good. He should be back soon. And again, Matthews, he's still out. He was at the morning skate, but he wasn't taking any real big shots. Rest is key for now for him. Big story going into game 2 of this 3-game set, this 3-game series, is Connor McDavid and how he bounces back after going pointless. In 4 games this season, following a game where he is held pointless, he has 6 goals and 5 assists for 11 points. Let's see what he does, shall we? Koskinen is in for the Oilers this time instead of Mike Smith after the Leafs 4-0 drumming. So let's get right into it. First period. First shift, Tavares has really good puck protection in the Oilers zone. Edmonton does, however, get it out, and they get the first real good chance as Cahoon gets a clear shot in the slot. Hutchinson steers it aside. Then at 16:30, McDavid goes end-to-end, because you expect that at least once or twice a game. Just with insane speed, it's unfair to everyone. His skating is otherworldly. He showed it again tonight. He backhand flips it around the Leafs D. I think it was Hall who he gets it around. He tries to go low, but Hutchinson follows him well over, keeps the wickets closed. Important save. The Leafs can't let McDavid find success early. Oilers, they're getting the best chances of the Leafs early. Cahoon on a 2-on-1. It was a nice play by Brody where he dives down, forces him wide, takes away the pass. Cahoon has to go on the backhand, I believe. And he goes high blocker, but again, Hutchinson holds the fort. Some real good saves early by him. And the Oilers really, they're taking it to the Leafs, and they're doing it by speed. With their speed, they're getting around the Leafs D. Then 13 minutes in, looking at the shots, oh wow, the Leafs have 0. But don't worry, the giraffe line, the Engvall, Mikheyev, Hyman line, they come over the boards. And they have some great passing. Everyone gets in on it. So Engvall comes over the blue line, gets it over to Mikheyev, who then hits Riley, who then feeds it across the ice to Hyman. Hyman accepts it on his forehand, pulls it back to his backhand, goal. 1-0 Leafs on their first shot and first chance of the game. I love this line. I love it. Now, if you really watch it, Draisaitl, I think he's following his man, and he accidentally knocks Evan Bouchard's stick out of the way. Bouchard, goes forward to pick it up. As he does that, Hyman's driving by him. So obviously Riley saw that lane open. Hyman saw the lane open. Bouchard can't react in time. Beautiful pass. Hyman, lovely. He had that amazing goal last game. Does it again here. Now, just when they're about to drop the puck, the horn goes. And it must have been from Toronto, who knows what. And right away I was like, that couldn't have been offside. That couldn't have been offside. The only person I could have thought of is Mikheyev, but I thought he dragged his foot long enough. And the replay shows I was right in my thoughts, and probably everyone else. Refs quickly sort it. It's a good goal. 1-0 Leafs. Following that goal, Hutch follows up with a nice save on Evan Bouchard. I think it was a slap shot. And then he makes a cross-ice save. I think it was it Yamamoto? He dropped it to Draisaitl over the blue line. Draisaitl shot it back on Hutch. He went to go low, I guess, blocker, yeah, because Hutchinson's right-handed. But again, a nice left pad save by Hutch. He stays solid. He was staying solid, which it's what the Leafs needed. especially with Edmonton driving play in this game, in the first period anyway. Then my wife comes in and, she sits down, looks at the score. She couldn't believe the Leafs were winning 1-0, down 7 shots to 1. And right when she sits down, right when she says it, it's off the draw. I think this is just outside the Leafs blue line. Willie Nylander gets it, chips it past the D, goes onto his backhand, boom. Backhand, top corner over Koskinen. Willie has 4 goals in 3 games. Scores on that backhand over the blocker. Leafs are up 2-0. Her response, wow, the Oilers goalie sucks. 2 shots, 2 goals. What a terrible start for him. And it's true, especially since the Oilers were mostly taking it to the Leafs. My response to that, that's the pain the Leafs fans have experienced for years and years. Then, of course, she mentions how Hutchinson's in net. She remembers his time as a Leaf last season. But obviously, she looked up his stats, and she was just quite impressed with what he's done so far this year. And she goes, wow, he must be a new man. And that stuck the entire game, this entire season. Michael Hutchinson is looking great. On the broadcast, I said at one point he was supposed to be the starter for Winnipeg. And I think I remember that years back. But he's found his game, and the Leafs have played really well in front of him. However, he still faces high 20s, 30-plus shots, and he's steering most away. I think he's had one, soft goal, if I can remember, this season. And that's why he has a 1.77 goals against average. He has a crazy save percentage. He's doing well. So, start to this game, obviously, play is continuing. Edmonton's still pushing, and Hutchinson's looking great. 4:45 left in the first. Muzzin takes a hook, and this was a big test. How is Mike Hutch going to handle the Oilers' power play? Oilers 0 power plays last game, and this game, the first power play lasts a total of 3 seconds because Ryan Nugent-Hopkins trips Justin Hall. 4-on-4, but if you look at it, that's more ice for McDavid and Draisaitl to go through, so that should be a benefit. First chance is obviously McDavid. He tries to go the Matthews 5-hole route from the left side, a la Sidney Crosby golden goal, Matthews when he scored, that amazing goal in his first season when he had that 4-goal game against Ottawa. Yes, the Leafs still lost. But again, tries to go 5-hole, but Hutch keeps his wickets closed. And then following that, JT gets a nice chance, but Koskinen steers that aside. There's a nice high shot by JT. Then Leafs keep going. Engvall feeds Mikheyev. Engvall, he doesn't look like he's moving fast, but he has such long legs. He can get to the puck quite quick. So he gets to the puck. He has his long reach. He feeds Mikheyev. Mikheyev gets hooked, but still manages a backhand on net. Play continues. Riley feeds Engvall. He holds it a second too long. Koskinen's over to make the save. Leafs continue the pressure as they pull the goalie because obviously Mikheyev got hooked, so it was a delayed penalty. Marner over to Mikheyev. Block shot. But the Leafs get their first power play at 2:41. And right into it, Willie Nylander gets the puck, feeds it across to Marner. Marner up to Riley. One-timer by Morgan Riley. And who's in front of the net? Of course, it's Tavares and big old Jumbo Joe. The puck hits Nurse. Could have hit Jumbo Joe as well. It squeezes through. Leafs poke it home just for good measure. Thornton's hands were already in the air, though, before they even tried to poke it in. He knew it was in. 3-0 Leafs. So it seems all the power play for the Leafs needed was to play the Oilers. That's it. Lots of traffic in front of the net. I love that. Love Jumbo Joe causing hell in front. Did it last game. He did it this game. And what once was 7 shots to 1 for the Oilers are now 10-9 Leafs with a 3-0 lead. And that's the end of the first. What a rush. Then, second period. And Mikko Koskinen's gone. Mike Smith is in. Leafs chase Koskinen. And first big chance of the second period comes in around a minute 30 in. And it's Hutchinson diving across to make the save on Cahoon. Cahoon got robbed a couple times this game by him after he makes a nice point shot save. So I think it was Larson. He took a knuckle puck. One-timer from the point. Pujärvi with a nice tip. Save by Hutchinson, drops right to Cahoon, shot again, save. I'm just going to keep saying that over and over again. Great save, great save, great save by Mike Hutchinson this game. Boyd's line then comes. They get a good shift in the Oilers zone. It's great when a fourth line can hem the opposing team in their defensive end. Fourth line doing what they do night in and night out. Yes, maybe they didn't score, but that doesn't matter. They did their job tonight. Everyone did for the Leafs. That's what I said last game. They've done it 2 games in a row. So Oilers do end up getting some pressure of their own. They get a good minute and a half of zone time. They can't really get too many shots on net through. Leafs keeping to the outside. But eventually, if you're in your zone and you're stuck in your zone, you're getting tired for that long, there's basically 4 options, right? You're getting scored against, you're going to ice it, hopefully the goalie can cover it, or you're taking a penalty. The Leafs took a penalty on McDavid here for interference. I think it was Morgan Riley. It was inevitable. No fret, though, because the Leafs kill it. They only give up 1 shot, and Hutchinson easily steered that one away. Spectacular kill. Oilers couldn't really get anything settled. Then, following the power play, Oilers do get some more zone time, and it's Dermott this time with a penalty. But before the whistle can go, Hutchinson needs to, he's on the right side, right post. He needs to dive back to the left post, and he makes another spectacular save, another great save, this time on Jujhar Khaira on his wraparound attempt. This power play for the Oilers, they get set up, and right away, Muzzin, massive, big block. Then it clear. Muzzin, he's a man beast, isn't he? Just gutsy effort. Does it all. On the kill, Marner then beats the Oilers to the puck. It was, again, just pure determination. He feeds Hyman, and it's almost a repeat of goal 1. Hyman gets it on his forehand, goes to his backhand. If he gets anything on this, it's a goal, and it's 4-0. But it slides off his stick. But he doesn't stop. Doesn't give up on it. He gets that puck back, feeds Marner in the slot. Marner goes high. Smith, big save. It was almost 4-0 twice. The puck didn't slide off Hyman's stick. That was a goal. And obviously Smith made that beautiful save. And the Leafs kill another one, so they probably get the best chance there. Following that, though, it's the Ennis line, and they have a really good shift. They keep the pressure on. The Leafs aren't really chasing. They're just keeping them to the outside. There was a trend this game, just keeping them to the outside. And the Leafs are able to get it out, get in deep to Oilers territory. Oilers then transition, gain possession again. But as they exit, and they're on a 2-on-1, Nugent Hopkins, Zach Bogosian, who's winning this race? If Hopkins loses, there's something wrong. But what does he do? He takes an interference call. He holds up Bogosian. And the Leafs end up on a power play. So Oilers go from a 2-on-1 to on the penalty kill. And 15 seconds into the power play, Mitch Marner rings one off the bar. Marner is gaining confidence in his shot. He had that glove side open, and he went for it. Just narrowly missed. He's probably shaking his head, obviously, because it was quite a bit of a gap there. Power play carries on. Leafs throughout, they were looking for that tip with JT and Thornton in front. They were looking for that low shot pass. Smith's able to hold the fort. Commentators are basically saying it was a must kill for the Oilers, and they were successful on it. Following that, pissed off Leon Draisaitl crushes Barabanov. Barabanov got hit like a good 5-6 times this game. The Stars were fuming. Actually, everyone on the Oilers were fuming, including McDavid. After Draisaitl crushes Barabanov, then I think McDavid crushes Barabanov in his own zone. McDavid gets a chance. Gets the puck at the blue line. He's skating in. He goes to go behind the net, but he falls behind the net. He loses an edge. He goes into the boards, and he's frustrated. But there's a turnover by the Leafs, and the Oilers have numbers in the Leafs zone. They have possession. They have numbers. And what does McDavid do? He cross-checks Justin Hall. And that's another ill-timed penalty by the Oilers because they had the chances. They had the numbers, and now they're on the PK again. Luckily for them, not the best power play for the Leafs, and the Oilers have an easy kill. I do want to make note, McDavid has had a hell of a time in these first 2 games. What was it? 1 shot, -3, first game. This game, I think it was even. 6 shots, but again, pointless in back-to-back games. Following the kill, Draisaitl gets a chance, and he narrowly misses. And then Superman, Ilya Mikheyev, does Superman things, and he flies down the ice. Again, just like McDavid, he's guaranteed to get 1 or 2 of these a game. And he goes 5-hole himself, but Smith is able to keep the door shut. I love Mikheyev's speed. Every game, multiple times, his speed leads to chances. Again, if only he could score. This is going to be the same thing. This is a trend all the time. Oilers then get great zone time to finish off the second. But Hutchinson, he makes a nice pad save off a Bouchard bomb. He sees it all. Save, and Leafs lead 3-0 after 2. Third period. And of course, the commentators mention that dreaded word, the shutout. Dickheads. Never mention that. Never. Anyway, right away, of course, right after they mention it, McDavid gets a chance, gets it over to RNH. McDavid's behind the net, feeds RNH out front. He's in close, but Hutchinson says, nah, save. Hall then gets the Leafs' next best chance coming in off the blue line. I really like that he isn't afraid to just go for it. He jumps up in the play, and he almost beats Smith up high. There was space there. Next, McDavid gets into speed. He goes to go around Hutchinson on the forehand, but he bobbles the puck just a little bit. Hutchinson, he read it well. He followed him. He matched his speed coming across. Great movement, save. McDavid behind that tries to bank it off Hutch. Again, directs it out of there. Well done, Mike Hutchinson. Another great save. Mikheyev then gets a shot on the rush, and a 2-on-1 develops, but the pass by McCabe is just too high for Nylander. Nylander almost spats it out. I think he did get a little piece of it. After that, Draisaitl follows up with a burst of speed, and he gets a hard shot. Then Barabanov hooks Draisaitl at the Leafs blue line just over 5 minutes into the third. Hutch, though, keeps perfect during this penalty kill. His best save was on Puljujärvi. Then he stops a slap shot save on Chason. Leafs kill off the penalty, only 2 shots against. So it's not just Michael Hutchinson making great saves, playing well, being solid. It's the Leafs team in general around him. They barely gave Edmonton anything this game. And when Edmonton did get their chances, Hutchinson shut the door. Oilers then pressed. They're obviously pressing this period. They're down 3-0. They had 7 shots by the 12-minute mark. They have to press. There's not much to lose. However, again, it's if you give the Leafs a chance, give one slim margin of error there, or, they take 2 seconds off, the Leafs can catch them. And they did it on this play. Hyman chases down a puck, and he makes a diving feed behind the goal to Tavares. Honestly, if that was inches closer, that could have been another goal. Tavares just misses it. Nylander just misses it. Again, give Leafs inches. Leafs will outwork you. That would have been nice. Then, again, this is how it happens. The Oilers pressing, and it opens them up because JT springs Riley off a D-zone outlet pass by Brody. He's in all alone. He goes backhand, goes to go 5-hole, denied. Mike Smith played well here. He played well, solid. He didn't let a goal in once he came into the game for Koskinen. And I wrote down, Oilers pressing means they can open up. They open up, and the Leafs can get opportunities. The broadcast then just mentions how Hyman has won every puck battle he has been in this game. And I couldn't agree more. In most games, the puck battles that he's in, he usually wins. He outworks every Oiler, or outworked every Oiler. He usually outworks every player he plays against. Doesn't matter who he plays with, who he plays against. He's going to outwork you, and he wants that puck. One instance in particular was him against Draisaitl along the right boards in the Oilers zone. He thought Draisaitl was getting away with it, and Hyman just at it. He wouldn't give up. He wouldn't say no, and he takes the puck from Draisaitl and keeps it in the Oilers zone. Oilers have not had an answer for him in 2 games. Really, they haven't had an answer for the Leafs, period. I know I said him being on the third line, he can take advantage of weaker lines. Obviously, he has, but he's taking advantage of every opponent he faces. Shift by shift, he just keeps going. I'm going to say it again. Sign this man, Leafs. Sign him long term. Give him that 5-year deal. He deserves it. Okay, more notes. 6 minutes left into the game, and the Leafs almost ice it. Because I think it was Joe Thornton. He gets the puck behind the net. He does a little spin, backhand out front. Yes, in Gretzky's office, he does a little like spin or Gilmore spin, feeds it out front, goes to Muzzin. He goes high blocker. Smith with the strong save, gets his blocker up. Again, though, there was space there, and Smith looked like he was a little off balance. That was close. The Oilers then get their turn, and they generate a chance from a point shot. It's tipped, but they can't find the net. And Leafs basically ice it with 5 minutes to go because they just shut the door down, gave the Oilers nothing. 5 minutes left in the game. Leafs get the first chance. Barry gets the turnover. So Barry with the turnover. Marner feeds Tavares on like a half 2-on-1, like there was pressure coming from behind. Tavares with the shot. Smith again makes a nice blocker save. That blocker got to work out tonight. McDavid then gets his chance with speed, but again, like I said, the Leafs shut them out. They keep him to the outside. He gets a shot, but that's not going in on Hutch, not now. Maybe before, not this year. He turns it away, and really the Leafs just made the game for the Oilers in all 3 zones a living hell. Every Oilers forward, the Leafs were pressuring them. They gave them no space. They were back-checking hard. And it's what they need to do, especially against Connor McDavid, and they've done it each and every game this series so far. You'd love to see it. Another strong team game, top to bottom. Oilers then tried to get all testy at the end of the game. They're a little bit sour, a wee bit sour, a bit salty after getting absolutely nothing going versus the Leafs in Game 1 and Game 2 of this 3-game set. I love how Archibald is giving it the business as he's leaving the ice. Too bad your team lost again. Well done to Travis Dermott for giving him a nice little round of applause and tell him see you later. I gotta love Dermott. Please, Toronto, try to keep him as well. I've got a lot of love for Travis Dermott, and I think he can be a long-time Leaf. He can play up and down. He can play third pairing minutes. If you need him to play up, he can. He can do it all. And he took that great team discount, didn't he? He's a team player, and from what I've read, everyone loves him. He's just a great guy. So, what happens in the end? Leafs get the job done again, 3-0 win. Note, at the end of the game when everyone was celebrating Hutchinson, Alex Chason cross-checks Jimmy Vesey across the head. It was just reported he gets a 1-game suspension. If that happens in-game, maybe it's a 2-minute or 5-minute penalty. But after the game, that's just an idiot move. So yeah, you deserve to be suspended, fined at least. So suspension, why not? Yeah, but the Leafs win 3-0. Another shutout, back-to-back. Their first since 1954 when they did it against the Detroit Red Wings. Oh, this win feels good. If they can get another one, 3 in a row, come on, no way McDavid goes pointless 3 games straight, right? But anyway, they can get 3 in a row. That's the first since 1945, I think, where they had 3 straight shutouts. But yeah, come on, McDavid, Draisaitl 3 games in a row at a point. That's very, very unlikely. But Hutch is still going strong, and it's great to see. The Leafs are now 17-4-2. They're still top of the North. They're now 8 points clear of the Oilers in the North, and they're the top of the league. Wow, this team is good. And they did it 2 games in a row without Austin Matthews. Simmons is still hurt. In that last game, they're 1 and 2 goalies, not in. Leafs are good, top to bottom. Taxi squad, you name it, they got it. Next game, Leafs, Oilers, Game 3 of the 3-game set on Wednesday. Go, Leafs, go.